files. Bit of a spooky guy. We can't comment on the Reinhardt files, but we can comment on this brawl. Ignore the names at the top. It's not the Volsung Berserkers or the Avengers of Lacrimore. It is La Bourse Gasconnes, oh my word, W Production, versus the Herribals.
Let's see how this one fares. The Herribals won the first set 6-5.
6-5. Big showing from the Herribals. They want to strike back after their first premier loss in the brawl. Gasconnes.
Going to become very interesting, isn't it?
Gasconnes, and this is the second Gasconnes team here. Gasconnes 2, stepping onto the pitch, hoping to secure themselves another victory. They had their very first victory over Corone. It was actually the first brawl we ever televised, and it was a banger. Both teams filled to the brim, all 12 of their slots taken. Pepin leading the balls for Gasconnes. You ever seen much of Pepin?
I have. We have actually, or my Brawl team has actually been training with Pepin as well. And Les Bourses Gasconnes, he beat us in the last season as well with his team that he currently has quite badly, actually. And they have been the only team that actually succeeded to get promoted into the first league.
That's right, Henry. Don't remind me. It's my team were also in the promotion matches and got absolutely curb stomped by Akatani. The only other team to beat us in that series was La Bourses Gasconnes. This very team here fighting.
They for sure deserve to be up there. So we are going into the action right away. Let's see how this fares, shall we?
Alaric with this two-handed axe just wailing on Romain. Romain's not getting a chance as Alaric just keeps holding the attack. Perhaps too long, though, as it buys Romain time to get a push on. Galat here, doing a bit of S-keying, trying to keep himself alive, but Ribble takes out Sigmund. Blave strikes back, Pepin's down. That's two big names from each team fallen.
Indeed. You got a lot of 1v1s there. Blave quickly looked around, saw an opportunity, gave a back shot and killed another.
And another and another as the Herribals strike back in this set, making it even in points. 1-1. Blave, a little comment I'll make about Blave. Me and Blave, we came up together. We grew up together, you might say, in the Duchy de Garamore. A bit of a legendary fabled duchy after what happened with the Bertlis incident. We don't talk about that on live stream. But Blave is a keen lover of backshots. He will find the biggest, strongest man he can and lay those shots on him thick and hard. Blave's no stranger to taking a sharp object and sticking it up someone's back.
I will not comment on that.
Don't you worry, I have plenty more comments to make about that later down the line here. Having a quick look at the teams, we see Alaric with the Bastard Axe and another Herrimaltsman with a two-hand there. Meanwhile, on the other side, we've got two-handers, spears, and a polearm.
Indeed, indeed. Interesting to see so many shields in this matchup.
Herrimalts also haven't bust out the Fable Bow as a big kick from Sigmund lands. Erwan looking a bit shaken after that one. Trying to find his way back in, but missing all of his spears. The Bastard Axe now wailing on him. Shield full. Pepin in no man's land, trying to get these rotations. Does take out Blave though. Backshot delivered a throat shot in return. Romain strike. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
And we're in.
How hard can that man punch?
Oh,
the beautiful kids! What?
It was a 3 versus 2, but Pepin chops his way into a 2 versus 0. Gasconnes 2.
Absolutely beautiful.
I mean, that's what you pay him for. Earlier on in the day, Pepin came to me and insulted me for not picking this brawl to watch as the main brawl. Clearly, he was right. He told me, don't you want to see more amazing 3 versus 1s? And I told him, I don't think you'll ever do one of those again. Clearly I was wrong, as Pepin chops and slops his way through this Herrimal team. Not much changing for either team tactically here. Keeping same sort of build. I mean, it's clearly worked for both as it's 2-1 on the field right now.
Very true. It's just a matter of pure skill on both sides. Who's going to be the better ones? As we can just see the round before, the Herribals, or the Herribals even, had the better angle, had the better opportunity with more men, but Pepin absolutely smashing them, chopping them to bits.
Alaric landing some big hits with that axe, but Pepin is wailing on this spear. Finds himself in a 2 versus 1. Let's see if all the talk lives up to itself, as it's not looking good right now. Pepin taking a couple of quick, cheap hits. Didn't look to be too damaging, though. And he's very
good movement as well.
Oh, and before you know it, he strikes back! But is it too little, too late? Gasconnes seems to have lost men on the other side. I don't even want to talk. I feel like I'll miss the action. Sigmund takes out Romain. Air1 in a 2v1 here. Has to hold out if his team want any hope. Pepin strikes back. Pepin with a triple kill.
And it's back to a 2v2. Who's going to win this one? They have a spear and an axe, and both have a 2-hander. Pepin falls to Wilbert, the bastard. And the bastard gets another kill.
Just want to clarify, the bastard is Wilbert's nickname. This isn't just straight hatred coming from Henry.
You could say that, more or less.
He is a bit of a bastard, though. No global in chat. Remember, no global in chat. This is an officers-only Twitch chat, so no global in the comments, please. Herribals equal up the points. It's 2-2 on the field. Bit of a neck crack for myself to get back in the action here. Leodegan was the last man left standing in that round, but as you saw, Pepin fell and the damage for Gasconnes tapered off a cliff. Ooh, bit of a couple of team hits from the Herribals there as Pepin lands a big thrust down the centre. Leodegan doing his best to sort of stave off some attacks here, getting some good stabs in, and Pepin, he was in a 1v1 for a second, but that Herribal pulled off him.
I've just noticed Gasconnes have also have a polearm now. Raking shields left and right.
Polearm adaptation might be huge, but is it? Goodness, anytime you speak, somebody else dies. And it's a 5 versus 1. Alphonse doesn't have balls big enough for that one.
I don't even know where to look at, because the action everywhere is just so impactful.
I was wrong. Pepin was right. This is the banger to watch, ladies and gentlemen. And it's still just beginning. Herribals have 3 points. 3 more takes them to win in this entire set. Gasconnes starting to encroach on the danger zone here. If they can get 4 points before the Herribals get 3, we are even at 1-1, and we go to a final best of 12.
Indeed, this is going to be a long night today, isn't it?
Seems to be. Sorry about
that. Going to have 2 matches. Oh, do not worry, I am all here for the action. This is going to be an intense battle.
I might need a little bit of technical support from the stream, as unfortunately I received a poke on TeamSpeak, which minimized my OBS, and it seems to be whenever my OBS is minimized, they can't hear me. Either way,
in that case, just ignore it, or if the person is watching, poke me and I will redirect.
If you just want to take the lead here, it should be back on. Oh, we're keen. They can hear us. And Wilbert's got an axe, baby. He's trying to chop his way through the Gasconnes line like he's chopping trees back in his home. This spear here, not finding much use. Gets a nice thrust. Can't find the... gets a nice shield bash, but can't find the thrust. In a nasty 2v1.
In the background, the Squire with the 2-handers getting left alone. And Wilbert gets another kill.
The bastard's axe claiming lives left, right, and centre, but Alphonse takes Heeman out. In a 2v1 here, needs to buy time for his boy. I think that spear needs to be dropped, and it is. but not soon enough. Sigmund hits hard. 4 points for the Herribals. Sheesh.
It was a back and forth, but the Herribals have started to take the upper hand.
Herribals have indeed. 2 points stand between them and victory. Gasconnes starting to feel the pressure now. This will be their first loss on stream. So not feeling very good if I'm a little French boy right now. Shaking in my little French boots, I would be. The Herribals, though, they must be feeling it. This is, 3 wins in a row for them? They've got the momentum, they've got the energy. They just need to get the results, and they can go home for a nice glass of wine in their treehouse.
Exactly. And from some inside information that I have gathered, the Herribals are always planning and discussing ahead of time of what they should do next, if they should adapt or anything. And so far it is working.
The Herribals are masters of trickery. However, it seems they're just going with a brute strength angle this time. Great kick from Romain. Shame he had the pole arm, so he couldn't quite capitulate on it. Leodegan on the other side of the field gets an early kill for Gasconnes, starting to rotate into this main fight.
And the pole arm breaks 2 shields. That could be a problem for the Herribals right there.
It could be, but it's not looking likely. Sigmund with 2 kills. It's a 3 versus 5. Pepin falls in a 1v1 to Heeman. And before you know it, the Herribals are 1 point away from complete victory here.
Absolutely beautiful play there from the Herribals. Can't say anything else about that.
Nope. Clean, precise, and exciting. Everything you want to see from a BRE Brawl. Here we look. This could be the final round for Gasconnes. This is their all or nothing. If they want to say, we are here and we're here to win, they have to say it now. Otherwise, the Herribals will close up this round and close up this game with the same ease they've closed up the last 5.
Exactly. But you can see on Gasconnes' side as well, just before, that they have actually dropped the pole arm. They're going for 3 two-handers, 1 spear, and 2 shields and swords. Very interesting.
Interesting looking thing here. Herribals going to have to stand up against the pure damage output of 3 two-handers. Asnar, though, has to be picking up his weight here as he takes 3-4 early hits.
That's going to cost the Gasconnes a lot right there.
And a shield broken by this two-handed bastard axe, but Asnar picks it up and gets the kill.
Absolute beautiful play. Asnar playing it well right now. Hammond there pressuring, trying to get that kill desperately. But failing miserably.
Fainting like a snake charmer, but he's not landing those hits yet. Sigmund strikes back. We are even on the playing field. Asnar looking to rotate out. Gilbert taking out Blade. Asnar with a big back shot. Gallard falls to his knees, covered in blood. Heeman in the 2v1 now, panicking. His team have a 2v1 over the other side, and Gasconnes are first to the action. Can they break up
M1 arriving late and takes a hit straight away. Sigmund falls to Gilbert.
It's a 2 versus 3. The Herribals. If they win this 2 versus 3, they win the whole thing, but it's... Oh, I wouldn't fancy my chances here. Heeman, make me eat my words, and it's a 2 versus 1. Asnar, the man we saw take those early hits, finds himself in a 1 versus 1. Another hit from Asnar. Another. He is low. This axe biting hard. Who is it? And Wilbur clutches
and
it
the
up
bastard kills him for the victory.
The bastard of the Herribals, captain of the team, takes out Asnar in that final 1v1 to secure this victory for the Herribals. Wow. Absolute banger finish for the Herribals, and tragedy for Gasconnes. You've got to be thinking if you're Gasconnes right now, especially if you're Asnar. If I'd have just blocked any of those early hits in that round, maybe I'd have the HP to take this where it needed to go.
That is very true. That is very true. That was an amazing fight, though. Straight after the VSC versus the Order. Both fights very good. Yeah, very entertaining evening for a Friday.
Yeah,
Gonna
not
lie.
bad. The first time we've done a double Brawl showcase, so very exciting stuff. Either way, the Herribals take this one 2-0 in the set, even though the games were much, much closer. And we are joined in the casting couch by the referee of this Herribals Gasconnes game, Ludolf, the newest knight to Bretonia. Ludolf, how are you doing today?
Very nice, very nice. Especially after this brawl. At first I was sitting back, but this duel made me sit up and literally dig my toes into the floor. It was so exciting.
It was a banger. Now, Mr. Digest, could you tell us a bit about the first set that we missed? We were covering the VSC Brawl early, so we missed the first set of this.
Well, the first set was definitely interesting. However, I believe the second one beat it totally.
Oh.
Especially the comeback from the team Herribals, like they like to call themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Gasconnes was winning 5-2 in terms of the first set. However, the Herribals came back with a surprising win of 4 rounds in a row, and they managed to win the first set.
Fantastic. Well, sounds like we missed an absolute banger of a set one regardless, but this set two, as you say, was incredible. Ludolf Digest, unfortunately I'll have to say farewell to you right now as we have the commiserating captain of the Gasconnes, Les Bourses Gasconnes, Pepin. Pepin,
Hello, Vincent.
how are you feeling right now?
Oh, I'm quite angry, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have some reasons to be angry.
Oh. And what are those reasons, Pepin? Tell me about those reasons.
Well, we had everything to win this one, like everything, and I think we should have win this one, to be honest. And sadly, we didn't give enough to prove ourselves worthy of the win. So that's a humility lesson tonight for us, I think, and that's good. I mean, for the rest of the season.
So, what do you think went wrong for you today on the field?
We didn't play as good as we could. Like, we kept making mistakes. Some people were not feeling to play the best way they could, to be honest. So, I mean, on my side, I didn't achieve to find the perfect composition to counter them. I mean, the best example is we achieved to win rounds without losing anyone. And in the end, we didn't achieve to win these rounds sometimes. So that's weird for me, to be honest. Sometimes I cannot explain what happened. But indeed, the remontada we took on the first set hit us hard, to be honest.
Final question from me before I hand over the questions to Henry. I had a little bit of insight, a little bit of information that before this brawl, you and your team were saying the results were going to be 6-2 and 6-2 to Gasconnes. Oh.
Oh, I never said that, and none of my guys in my team said that. But other Gasconian of course said that they were quite confident, to be honest. We watched the Brawl match between the Herribals and Castagne, and we know that our first team of Gascony won easily against Castagne, so we were like, okay, we achieved to hit hard the first team of Gascony, so we're supposed to be able, if we fight well again, we're supposed to win against Herribals or Castagne. But yeah, I guess today wasn't the day for us, and that was a humility lesson again, so it's not bad.
Understandable. Henry, do you have any questions for our guest?
Yes, I do indeed. I have my first question is, in the last round, we saw you with a combination of 3 shields and 3 two-handers, and you dropped that polearm. How did you think that would fare in comparison without, like, instead of the polearm?
Well, we've been trying to win with the same composition because, I mean, we lost 6-2, but we were quite close every round. So in the end, I was thinking I need to change a little, and the guy playing the halberd was struggling to break shields and do his job. He was killed quickly, so he took the shield, and I took another good 200s. And I mean, we should have won this one. We did shit in the end. We were 3 versus 2. We were 6 versus 5, and we just lost in the end. So maybe what was too much pressure for the guys. And I mean, we are the young team fighting the first league, so the Royal Brawl is quite hard for us, and it's gonna be a long season. But that's not bad. I'm not throwing everything tonight. I'm quite proud of the team in the end.
Quite understandable indeed, especially why you just mentioned that you have just been promoted to the first league. How do you think you will fare in total with all other 15 teams going to come for you?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. We're not gonna be with the 4 first team of the Royal Brawl, but I'm quite confident to be able to win some brawls and be able to be in the center of the scoreboard. But we need to win the matches like the one today. This is supposed to be a brawl we can win.
Indeed, indeed. Well, but the middle of the table is already a big aim for just getting promoted with some big teams in the same league. We could have been at the same position, but of course you beat us badly.
Yeah, indeed. But I'm sorry, go on.
Oh no, you go ahead. You are our guest.
Yeah, I mean, we're very proud. Like, Gasconnes is the only BRE team to be able to have 2 teams in the Royal Brawl. So, like, we are very proud of that, and we are training really hard to get better, get more experience, and be able to do better. And I'm very proud to lead the second team of Gasconnes. We have very good people with a lot of motivation, and they want to win. And today we didn't, but I'm sure we will win more brawls, and that's what's important for us.
That is great to hear. And then also, Gascony has been growing a lot in the last few, weeks to a massive amount of numbers. Will we see maybe a 3rd team in the next season?
Well, to be honest, that's quite a dream we have in Gascony to see 3 teams. But first, we need to train the recruits. If I can use this time to thank all the guys working in the Chancellerie and helping us out to recruit all the guys. It's been a record week for the French parts, and we had like 25 recruits in 7 days. So we still need the time to train the recruits. Some of them never played multiplayer or single player. So the 3rd team of Gascony is not for today, but maybe one day.
Well, as a member of the Chancellery, I will say you're very welcome, Pepin, for all the hard work I put in to make Gascony great again. However, I am going to have to let you go now. Thank you for coming on the broadcast again. It's a pleasure to hear from you. I'm sure you and the boys have a lot to talk about.
Indeed. Thank you very much for having me, and GG to Wilbert, who is here. And see you later, boys.
Ciao, ciao.
Have a good one, Pepin.
And as Pepin leaves here, his replacement, the victor of this round of the Royal Brawl, and the last man standing on the pitch, clutching up for the team, Wilbur the Bastard, leader of the Herribals. Wilbur, welcome to the casting couch, big dog. How are you feeling after this one?
It feels great to have a good victory. We've brought out the ceremonial celebratory shrubs, and my men have gifted me a hawk they caught in the forest. So it's looking like a long night of parties after this victory. We needed this for morale, and I think it's really helped us a lot.
Big hairy Herrimal bush on display for the camera. Thank God I've tagged this stream as 18 plus only. Now, Wilbur, we did hear a little earlier that Gascony, or members of Gascony, predicted that this would be a 6-2, 6-2 for the Gascony B team. What were your predictions going into this?
It was a bit split, because we know Gascony have very strong fighters, but we also know that their team has been split into 2, so some of their stronger fighters, like Pepin, don't have the support of all the super strong Team 1 Gascony fighters, so we were hopeful that victory was possible, but we didn't think it would be a stomp in either direction.
Well, it didn't seem to be. Set 1 going to 11 games, right?
Yes.
Crazy stuff. Was that a bit of a nail biter in set 1 there?
Yeah, you know, we want to make the archer strategy work. They weren't very vulnerable to it, so we had to switch it up a bit. So definitely got exciting in the end there, though.
Oh, very much so. This set 2 was an absolute banger. So, another question from me. Saw you busted out the axe. Any tactical choice on that?
Well, it was a part of the archer strategy to break the shields for easy shots, right? And everyone else on my team just kind of hates playing with it, but I found I don't know, it just feels right. It's something that the enemies aren't used to blocking. They aren't used to expecting the swings, and you can sort of almost swing around corners. And it catches me off guard too. Like, I'll miss swings I'm not expecting to, or like I'll hit Sigmund around one of the enemies, which whoopsie daisy, it happens, right? But it's something new that people aren't ready for, and I found some success with it.
Henry, any questions for our Victor here, Wilbert the Bastard?
I did have some questions, but you literally took every single one of them.
My apologies.
Don't worry at all. But I have one question. Do you intend, Wilbert, to use the polearm in future references to matches instead of an axe?
I think we do already have other players who prefer using the polearms and who prefer being more aggressive with the two-handers. I can do it, but I'm more comfortable being sort of a solid brick. Sort of holding the line. I think I'm better. I'm more of a passive player in that regard.
Wilbert, comfortable when he's bricked up. You heard it here first, folks.
It's true.
But that will be all of my questions already, since you stole all of them, Vincent.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Wilbert, I do have one final question.
Anything.
How are you and the Herribals boys going to celebrate tonight? Because I know you're into some devious shit.
Of course, there's limits to what I can say on the stream, but it'll get rowdy. These are not the only bushes that I will be deep inside tonight. It's like the 80s in here. That's all I can say for now. Aside from that, no comments.
Very well. Final thing from me before I let you go and start this party. Is there room for 2 handsome casters to join the celebrations?
Oh, there's always room for more.
Hell yeah, brother.
Glad to hear that.
Well, Wilbert, have a fantastic celebration. You've earned it. Congratulations on this absolute banger of a victory against Gasconnes. And we hope to see a lot more from you soon.
The Falcon of Aquitaine. Thanks for having me.
Oh man, better get his running legs on if he wants to catch that in time. Well, Henry, that wraps up our evening of Brawl today. How did you feel about the games?
Oh, very good, very exciting. Some very intense matchups. The VSC have been, I don't want to say disappointing, but I have been a bit, I believe, overwhelmed against the order. Understandably so, since the Avengers of Recrutement, as we can see right now, are on top of the table. Firmly 3 points ahead of everybody else. Minimum. But I must say the Herribals against Les Gasconnes has been very exciting indeed.
Let's have a quick look at how today's results will change the table here. So as you said, the Avengers of Lacrimore there will get an additional 3 points, going to 9 and sitting firmly at the top of today's table. The Herribals, sitting on 1 point after the defeat, gain 3 and move into 5th place. Tied with... Oh, no, it wouldn't, because it's the... No, it would be. My apologies. Can't do maths. Tied with Les Gasconnes, who will gain 1 point from their loss.
Indeed. But pure due to the round difference, the Les Gasconnes has actually got more rounds won than the Herribals. So, yes, by exactly 2 rounds. So, the Herribals are in 6th place and Les Bourses Gasconnes in 5th.
Oh, that's why we get the best of the best on the casting team. The king of the brawl himself, Henry. Even knowing how many brawls, how many rounds won and how many rounds lost are affected the table. Fantastic. Well, Henry, it has been an absolute pleasure having you with me today on the broadcast. Do you have any final words for your fans in the crowd?
Thank you very much for having me, Vincent. I don't really have any words for the fans in the crowd, but I wish all of you a lovely weekend and starting to the weekend. I hope we could help you enjoy your Friday evening. And hopefully I can be on the nice, cozy couch with you again sometime, Vincent.
Oh, you will be again, Henry. Don't you worry. That's all from us tonight, folks. Brilliant brawls left, right, and centre. Herribals defeating Le Bourse Gasconnes and VSE falling short, losing to the Order of the Lake in their first brawl. A round of bangers. Thank you for attending, and we will see you on Sunday for the next brawl. Adios.
Goodbye, everyone.